Other child, you know, this is here. If the other child by mistake makes it to fall, don't worry about it. It is natural. But if your child does it, where is the care? Why this? Let me tell you. Why this? Why can't you see child as a child, whether it is your child or anybody's child? Child is a child. Because through your child, your chitta is working to build up your image. If child behaves like this, and you feel as if everybody is looking at you, and then your status, your image, your prestige is please see this. When neighbor comes and tries to talk to you, you have lot of time to talk. When your own husband or wife wants to talk to you, you don't have the time. Please see this. When somebody calls you, you go and you oblige and you do all those things. When your own wife or husband calls you, you don't have the time. Why this hypocrisy? And you have to live till your death with this relationship, not with that relationship. Why this kind of behavior here? Why that kind of behavior there? Because here, me, mine is there. So your chitta has to behave in a very conky way. Where me, mine is not there, so you become a philosopher, a great guy, generous guy, very compassionate soul. Whereas why don't you show the same compassion here? No. No. Your wife is suffering, your husband is suffering, you don't have the time to attend, but there you have the time to do everything. What is this? What is this kind of mind? Why we behave like this? That is because our prejudices. Please see this, Purva Grahit. So many things we are carrying. My wife is like this, husband is like this, he did that to me, he did that to me. Please see this. Do we have the openness? Do we have the humility to drop all those things and say, come, let us build up the relationship? Do we have the takat? Do we have the himmat to say, come, let's drop it and let's begin something new? This is yoga, friends. This is yoga. If you don't do this, then very sorry. You may go to temple, you may do japa, you may do Gayatri japa, all are useless, bekar. Throw them out. By doing all those things, you are not a sane human being. Don't think that I am very religious, no. Don't think by going to the temple you are a very spiritual person, very sorry. No, whether you go to temple or don't go to temple, it's an immaterial thing. Whether you read Bhagavad Gita or don't read Bhagavad Gita, no. I know all the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, so what? So what? Computer knows everything, The Google knows everything. It knows Kundalini Yoga, Tantra Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Kama Yoga. Yeah, everything it knows. So what? So what? So what? So, yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Is it possible for me to drop all the contents I am carrying as burden? They are all dead things. We are carrying dead bodies. And every dead body has created the foul smell. Dead body cannot having sugandha. It has to give durgandha. So every memory is a durgandha. And every memory is giving durgandha. And we carry horrible negative durgandhas only. So many positive things are happening in life. We are not. We hold on to that. Even after 10 years, how could you do to my friend? Please, why can't we move out? Why can't we drop it? Now if I drop, then my whole existence collapses. Right? My whole power collapses. So I don't want to do that. That is my control. That is my control. And I don't want to give up that control. If I drop it, then what? So now I have the weapon to play. I have AK-47 to shoot. So I am very powerful. I don't want to be defenseless. I don't want to be defenseless. Yoga says become defenseless. Why do you want to defend yourself? Why do you want to defend yourself? You are defending yourself because you are carrying so many things. If I have not done anything wrong, I need not defend myself. You take me to the court, you take me to the court. You take me to the court. Because I have not done anything like that. So, you take me anywhere. Right? If I am not hiding the money in the house as black money, I can keep the door open and I can sleep. Arams. If I am hiding the black money, then lockers after lockers, and every 1 hour I will come outside, any income tax officer is coming this and that. No, the whole. And I don't get sleep, and then I suffer, I struggle. Then people give me lot of advices. You have one peg, it will give you, all those things we do. All those things we do. But we don't understand the problem is here. What is that? I am hiding it. I am suppressing it. I am pushing it down. And that is building up the tension, and like a volcano it is waiting for the time. Even the slightest crack in the surface is enough for the volcano to erupt. It waits. So Patanjali says, why are we allowing this to happen? So क्या करना? चित्त वृत्ति निरोधः. Empty the mind. Empty the mind. मन को खाली करो. खाली करो. जो images, conclusions, judgments, stuckness, the hurt, the guilt, the anger, the depression, all those things which we are carrying, khali kar do. You do it for your own health. You do it for your own joy. Don't do it for others. Don't do this for your husband or wife or children. You do it because you need it. You need it. Why are you creating your own grave? Why are you suffering by creating all these centers in the brain? Heart center, guilt center, anger center. So many centers. Why are you creating it? And why are you feeding those centers? Why are you feeding those centers? Enough? 8, 10. Are you seeing what yoga is? You know. Friends, becoming a perfect technocrat is not the answer. Your life does not need that. What life needs is love, unconditional love. What life needs is compassion. What life needs is concern. What life needs is sharing. What life needs is all these virtues. Your expertise is not going to help you in your emotional life, psychological life. Your technique is not going to work in your psychological life. Your money is not going to help you in your psychological life. They are all the tools of the external world. Appa amda bartarante. Amida bartar. So somewhere we have to understand where to put what. We are all putting wrong things in the wrong places. And we are training our children also. We are making our children an engineer, a doctor, a B.Tech, but not a human being. Have we ever taught the human values to our children? No. Have we ever taught the children how to share? Share? No. We teach the child, you study, you sit in front of the computer, don't give it to anybody. So we are creating monsters. And when they become healthy monsters, they will put us in the healthy vruddhashramas. That's all there. This is the relationship. Because they have the money. So, Dad, don't worry. I can't keep you with me. So I put you there. And it's a beautiful place. Please come inside. Now all facilities are there. Computer is there. Internet is there. What is that recent this one? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi. That is there. Don't worry, Dad. Mummy, don't worry. But I can't stay with you because you are horrible to me. I can't stay with you. You stay separately. I stay separately. You want privacy. I want privacy. You did not teach me how to live together. If you had taught me how to live together, I would have done that. You did not teach me how to live together. You did not teach me how to share. You did not teach me all these values. Since the childhood, you put me separately. Beta, this is your room, this is your bed, this is your this one. You taught me that, so I learned it. Now I can't share with anybody because you did not teach me. So how can I share with you, oh mother or father? I can't share with you. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing the misery we have created? So there are good engineers, good doctors who know how to exploit beautifully, hide and fight. I work so much, you pay so much. Good relationship. If you don't pay, I go to somebody else. There is no trust, there is no concern, there is no relationship. What kind of life we are creating? And we suffer all through. And we get into the self-pity. What is that self-pity? Oh, I have done so much now, no one is caring, no one is listening, no one is understanding me. Because I have created that loneliness. I wanted that loneliness. But now I am not able to stay with that loneliness. Because that very loneliness is a painful thing after 60, let me tell you. Up to 60, you want to be lonely. What is that loneliness? Individualistic. Me. That's also loneliness, let me tell you. That is also loneliness. So up to 50, that I works. There is no you, there is no we, I. And after 50, after 60, when each and every organ started doing pull-down strike, I can't work with you, I can't work with you, I can't work with you, I can't work with you. Then at the same time, wife says, I can't work with you, husband says, I can't work with you, children says, I can't work with you. Then this loneliness becomes a disease. I can't sit, I can't close my eyes, I can't meditate, because when I close my eyes, all old things starts coming, hurt, guilt, anger, helplessness, frustration, all starts coming. I could have done that to my wife or my children. Why I didn't do all those things? But now it is too late. Gone is gone. So you are neither here nor there. And we suffer, and then we die with that kind of discontentment. And this discontentment becomes the seed for my next life. Don't think that after death, finished. No. Job is not over. Journey has not stopped. And journey need the beginning. So your next life beginning is this. Your discontentment, your dissatisfaction, your all those. And that is going to be your initial investment for your new business. So where is the end to all this, friends? Business strengthens the business, that's all. We don't know how to wind the business. We don't know. Business is like pedaling the cycle. Before getting onto the bicycle, think whether you want to sit on the bicycle. Once when you sit on the bicycle, keep pedaling. If you don't pedal it, you are going to fall. So there is always fear of falling. So what do we do? Somehow keep pedaling. If you stop, you fall. So the fear of falling, that is tremendous in the field of business. Fear of falling. If I fall, no, I am not supposed to fall. I don't want to fall. So add, entangle, involve, build up, add things. At the end of the game, if you look at it, how much you really enjoyed out of it is 6 roti a day. That's maybe 7th one or 8th one. Or if you are still greedy, 10th one. Beyond 10 rotis, no, na. So roti के साथ थोड़ा दाल, थोड़ा this, थोड़ा that. Just for this, you have to struggle so much. Just for this, just for this, and then the rest. Let me tell you, we have invested. We are using on all useless things. For example, this house. We keep upgrading the house, is it not? From the red oxide flooring to granite flooring, from granite flooring to West Germany. So to upgrade, I need money, so earn money. Now this is chunnam, whitewash. Now I have to change it to oil paint. So लगाओ. सारे जीवन इसमें ही. Please see this. And finally one day you will be thrown out of this house. Your children will come, get out. You can't stay here, go there. That's all the life. For this we struggle and we miss very vital things, the beautiful things in life. Now I am concluding it. So this is yoga, friends. Will you do it practically? Will you start this yoga? So next time when I come, you have to show this yoga to me. Not your Shirshasana, Sarvangasana. Also, you do all those, they are all needed. You do all those things, they are all needed. I am not saying don't do it. With that, without that, life goes on. Right? With that, without that. Or whereas this, without this, life will not move. Right? Right? Life will not move. So this is very, very vital. What needs here, let me tell you, friends. You don't need money, you don't need anything. Attitudinal shift, that's all. स्वभाव को थोड़ा बदलना. You need not change your dress, you need not shave your head, or you need not have the long hair. You need not change anything outside. If you are having non-veg, have non-veg. Don't change anything outside. Don't change anything. If you are not going to the temple, don't go to the temple. They are not needed, let me tell you. What is really needed is change your attitude. स्वभाव को थोड़ा परिवर्तन करना, दृष्टिकोण को थोड़ा change करना. Instead of looking like that, let me look like this. That's all. Let me look without bringing my image, my conclusion, my judgments. Please see this. Very difficult, na? Very, very difficult. Very difficult. Without bringing my judgment, how can I look? And the mind is continuously working through assumption and expectation. Assumption and expectation. I assume and I expect. I assume and I expect. First of all, why do you assume? In an assume, there are 3 words, you know that? ASS, as, you, and me. Assume, is it? As. You are making yourself as, you are making me also as. Why do you do that? You are as okay. Why are you making me? And why do you expect me to behave like as? You are as okay, we accept you. Totally. But why are you making me as? Stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. Thank you very much. And evening we are meeting. And tomorrow morning 8:30 is the flight. I think I have to leave around 6:30. 6:30. How much time it takes from here to the airport?
Approximately 1 hour.
1 hour.
45 minutes.
Early morning, so 1 hour, 45 minutes.
1 hour.
1 hour. So 8:30 means 7:30 means 6:30. Around 6:15 I have to start. So you all come to the camp this time. 1 week camp in the month of May. And 7-8 days we are going to discuss, we are going to do lot of things, and gappa marna, and then entertainment and fun and all those things. Come. All of you make up your mind. Let this time the Hyderabad group dominate the camp. You all decide. It's only 1 week. Let me tell you, this 1 week you may feel that how can we give 1 week? This 1 week is going to give you so much inspiration, so much freedom. 1 year will be taken care of, let me tell you. You can save a lot. You can create beautiful environment. You can bring lot of good things to yourself. Qualitatively, lot of changes you are going to experience. Don't always equate life with money and time. There is no time, I want money. There is no time, I want. Bahar aa jao isse, bahar aa jao. You don't need money, let me tell you. And Lord by this time have given enough money to lead good life. You sit with me, I will show you. If you disclose all the bank accounts, I will.
Surely, Guruji.
You sit with me. And you disclose everything. I see to it, you lead a good life.
Okay, definitely.
If you don't have that money, I will give that money. Challenge.
Promise.
You see, I am a beggar. See how I am leading a good life. I am a beggar. I don't have money. I will give you my bank account. I think some 20 years back I opened the account. I think some 3,000-4,000 rupees there in the account. That's all I have. I don't have a single buy. But I have hundreds of cars to use. I have hundreds of houses to stay. I have hundreds of people to share. How rich I am, you see. How rich. So I have the bicycle, I have auto, I have Contessa car, I have lorry, I have bus. So many vehicles for me to use. But for you people only one vehicle. Your own car. Develop that joy. Be cheerful. Share that joy with everybody. Not money, not your effort. Throw them out. They are killing your life. Don't bring all those things. Be like innocent child. Play with life. Play with life. That is yoga. Play with life. Don't be serious. It's not worth, let me tell you. And another important psychology is, as you progress in this field, not in the yoga field I'm taking, in the external world, every time each sensation will strengthen the further sensation, commitments will keep increasing. Don't think that at this point I am going to stop. No, you cannot. You start the business, then you get into some entanglement. To come out of that entanglement, you get into something else. To come out of this, you do something else. It's like, you see. The world is the world of multiplication. In the multiplication only it survives. In reduction it's not going to survive. Only in the internal world the reduction is possible. You can reduce. As you reduce, the happiness enhances. In the external world, as you multiply, your power enhances. So in the external world, don't think of simple life. Impossible, let me tell you. Once you get into that, it multiplies. You don't know how it's like a well. You don't know how you go, you get stuck there. Whereas in the internal world, law of reduction. From improper fraction, come down to the proper fraction, then non-reductionable fraction. Stay there. That is life. Half is non-reductionable. You cannot reduce it any further. Then the decimal system will start, right? So bring it to half. 1/3. Bring it to 1/3. You cannot go further. If it's 2/6, you can still reduce, right? So inside, come down to that. But outside, if you come down to that, you can't exist. There you have to have mixed improper fraction you have to have. Okay, thank you very much. Bhagavati bless you all. Let's be in touch. Come in the evening. Let's conclude the program in the evening.
Early evening?
What time? I have to be there 6 o'clock.
6 Varana. 5:40.
So today